Hey, people out there, this is Illy with the Butters, and I'm coming to you straight from NYC with the latest of happenings of everything that's going on around there. Pardon me for this low monotone, but you know I'm always easy breezy, laid back, cool, cover girl. Well, I wanted to say it is a whole lot going on. Do you see what's going on with these trials? It is getting ridiculous. And I know I hear a lot of people out there claiming that, well, you know, we're going to talk about the Nickelodeon dude and the Aberconian fish. And let me tell you something. Yahweh said he's judging his people. He's going to get them. They're gotten anyway because he made all. But he's talking about Israel right now, okay? And you have people that still out here, like, with everything that's going on, they're still ungrateful, stiff-necked pagans. And it just amazes me, like, how? Are you serious at this time? But yeah, they're out here. And it's just a hot mess. So, you know, whoever's watching this video, I want to say thank you. It costs nothing to like the video. You know, hit me with a little like. Hit your girl with a like. You're not going to be saying again, well, this goodness, and you don't even want to give me a like. But anyway, yeah, what I wanted to, okay, what I wanted to say is, you see how it's a shame and a scandal how you're into doing all these wicked acts, and then you would drag your children. See, that's one thing for you to do it, right? You know, because I could have looked at it in mentality as if, you know, I'm doing these things in order to secure for my family, but what he was doing was beyond securing anything for his family. You were violating other men and women, and not only when you violated that man and that woman, you violated a family because they were somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's girl, somebody's man, somebody's father, somebody's mother, somebody's aunt, somebody's uncle, somebody's cousin, somebody, you know, like, and that trickles down because these people will go from one way of being to a whole different other way, and people don't understand if these people are sitting here and they're dealing with these traumas to themselves and they don't know how to come out and tell people that they've been violated, you know, just trying to chase their dreams or whatever, and it felt like they got bamboozled. They got bamboozled by the diddler. And it's like, it's crazy. And then you have, you know, his accomplice, Jay-Z, who, that's not his friend. But they've been together like 30 years of friendship and all type of stuff. And it's like, what is going on? Now his sons, you know, they were on a run, trying to duck them charges because they were in the family business, the mafioso behind the scenes, you know. Take that. Gotta show you that we don't stop. And the Fed said no, it's being stopped. This is a shame, the scandal. Tell me how you feel about that below in the comments also. And I don't even want to speak on the acts that he done had men do. Y'all see how Terrence Howard is out here saying how he wanted that ass. Yeah, he wanted that ass. In the words of 50, everybody asses in Hollywood, everybody ass is gonna be hurting. I told you so. So, you know, like, you have to tell him no. I'm a cat. You have to tell him no. You have to tell him no. You have to tell him no. So, Terrence declined, he said, because, you know, the man card is something. That's why you have a lot of these so-called celebrities, right? They're celebrities, and they're right in Hollywood giving the right people of a particular knowledge, famous talent, that's out there, right? And then you see how, as if you're the man, it trickle down on other females because they don't know that aspect of the game. They don't know that you had to get duped to be running around here, shining the way you do, want to be on the next plateau. And now, they wondering why all these things is occurring. Like, why you treating me like this? Because sometimes, it wasn't about you, sweetheart. He really wanted that man. And you have to come to the real harsh reality, and some like both. They like Diddy. You want to do an ass is an ass is an ass. You know what I'm saying? An ass is ass. Ass, 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 ass. An ass is an ass is an ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not to be funny, but you have to crack jokes on because it'll make you sick. It's sad. It'll make you cry. It'll make you sick. It'll make you throw up. Well, anyway, it's like when you have to endure all that, right? You being a person that are not into these things, and then you have to be down with the get down order to hit a certain stature or level or be invited to the chitlin circuit, right? So now it's like, all right, you got this, so you go front and you go, I got money, you got nothing. I got jewelry, you got nothing. I got cars, you got nothing. I got planes, you got nothing. I got, to make, so. But and it's like, was it worth it? Because I just heard Will Smith talking about something for a person to have achieved the level of materialism and being able to have everything they want in life. Like, now when they sit back, it's like, okay, now he got this empty space, and like, it's like, what is it now? So anyway, I'm not saying that, because y'all made millionaires too, the Heavenly Father did make millionaires too, because if you go back and you look at the kings from before our times, yes, he did. He made, he made millionaires. It wasn't paper dollars that they get us caught up with. And the modern times, yeah, they had silver, they had gold, they had platinum and diamond, all of these things, rubies and emeralds, and and they would give the royalty, and I am royalty. Yes, I am royalty. They would give royalty. Whether man or woman with these things, so I get that. Yeah, it's the fact of how far would you go to obtain these and to have this image and this lifestyle instead of because slow and steady wins the race, baby. I'd rather be a tortoise than a rabbit, because it ain't no fun when the tortoise got the gun, is it? Tables do get turned. Eventually, them tables flip. Eventually, So I'll just be like, sensational. What can I do for you, girl? And I know, act out for you. Nah, but what I'm saying is, it is going down. It's crumbling out here. Get right, because it ain't nothing left. And tell me how you feel about the whole situation. And you may have more may have more in depth of more of what's happening that I'm not abreast of. Maybe not. So comment down below. Also, on the topic, how do y'all feel about this Will Smith? Him saying these things over something that he, I guess he wants to know who God is, because I don't know, maybe God could have been money to him, like celebrity. So I don't know. And him saying this, because it's like, if you knew some of these things, like, you as a man, you as a man, would you have partook in some of the roles that you demonstrated and played? I don't know. I'm just asking for a friend. So, yeah, because I got the haters that be on me, you know, and this is the thing about it, right? I don't ever talk about nobody to bring nobody down. I talk on topics that are discussed, right? That are already discussed out on the forefront, and I hold conversations about it. Not only conversations about it, you know, and I talk on other topics of other matters that's for the awareness and the greater of good for my peoples to be aware. You know, all I can do, I can't make you do nothing. Yeah, I can give you the information, and what you choose to do with it after that is on you. I have nothing left after that. What you choose to do with it after that is totally your decision. That's your choice. You was given free will, you know? You know, I'd rather roll with the rock as opposed with the Heavenly Father, you know, the rock of all ages, the author of time. Cause ain't no party like a Holy Ghost party, and I'm gonna stay in line with the Heavenly Father. That's it. So that's what I was saying. We touched on the topic of wisdom. How do y'all feel about that? Comment down below and let me know. Also, this matter of Drake with the UMG, right? Because you know he's the Canadian Karen of Karens, and he's going all out. He's gonna get his Canadian Karen on. And you know, how do y'all feel about the state of battle rap where it might go, and it's determined for a person to keep on poking, and then when you pop out a show, nigga, they want to sue you because you showed them so much. Drake stands for don't rap against Kendrick ever. Ain't that so cute? What are the people made it in the comments? I don't know where it came from, but it was like ding 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 ding. And baby, you're a winner. Didn't even take the 12 rounds to get it. You got 35. Got it. Now, wait, pardon me, hold on. How do y'all feel about that? And how do y'all feel about the Drake album? And I don't really listen to it, you know, music of that nature like that. I might take a listen to it just to see what's going on here and there. I don't really, that don't beat in mind. You know, I like some of the old songs and all that. I'm a classic woman. You feel what I'm saying? I'm timeless, baby. I'm timeless, really, really timeless. So tell me how y'all feel about that. Do y'all feel like he's still in there trying to keep on continuously throw jabs at Kendrick? Do you feel that Drake needs to stick to what he knows? Do you feel like he should be served justice too for his behaviors that Kendrick rung up and that people have seen throughout the decades? Within his career with younger females. Tell me how you feel about that. And down in the comments, let me know. Love to hear next person's opinion. Also, moving right along. Yeah, I was just watching something and they said that they said that like he groomed Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber's current wife, child's mother or whatever. But she was young too, and it's like whoa. Dang, she get groomed. You know, you groomed her. Did he groom? It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on out here. Like, you gotta keep your head to the skies. You gotta keep walking straight and narrow, and you gotta be willing to withhold your integrity and morale and valor out here, because even though it seems like, oh, it's so unfair, but these people is living a good trust and believe. What does it profit a man to gain the world just to lose, to gain the whole world just to lose his soul. Now, you say that to yourself a couple of times until it sticks. Because, you know, sometimes people can't get it. You know, I don't know, write it down, text it out on the phone, have somebody reiterate it to you so you can hear it from, you know, I don't know, however it got to be done. But, you know, some people do, it's different show for different folks. I like that. You know, I have to realize that everybody wasn't raised the same way. Everybody is not on the same length, meaning the same wave of communication. Because you know you can communicate with people, but it's the comprehension level. Everybody's not on the same comprehension level, right? So once you get to know these things, it helps you deal with stuff a little bit more. You know, a little bit more patiently. Okay, because I'm learning this patience thing. When it comes to this Kanye, the block racist Nazi that me personally, you know, he makes good music. He makes some good music, you know. But people out here, Kanye's confusing me. What's to be confused? Tell me what confuses you if you feel Kanye confuses you. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know what's going on. Cause you know, action speaks louder than the words. One. And two, if you look over the years, if you know, do an analysis of things, you do research, some stuff you won't find surprising. Like, you know, what is there? When the man admit to these things and what he's into, like, what are you not getting? So, you know, you feel me? Like, and white lives matter because he loved a white whore. So you gotta leave him. This is not our problem. Now all of a sudden it's blackity black. No, leave him with the white, wiggity wiggity white. Yeah, leave him with it. So you feel me? Because that broke single mother, that Caucasian broke single mother, what's her name? Something Fox, right? Julia, whatever. I don't remember her name. Something. And when she had all her friends, when she was dating him, you know, because he takes and he goes over to the other community, he lifts their status. Only way you might get a play if you're a black male, yeah. But he takes and he goes and he lifts up their community or whatever, you know, to make sure that they have wealth and not us. And we're giving him, we of the black community give him our wealth by purchasing his music, purchasing his sneakers, purchasing his slides, purchasing his merch. If you know, you may have people buying the merch. And he doesn't bring that back to the black, to the African, to the indigenous community. He takes that and he keep elevating them. So anyway, you know, like, so the white, stay over there. I'm not confused over it. Yeah, I do believe some of the stuff that he's saying to be true because he's a warlock and she's a witch. So he know his ex-wife. And then now he got the little blow up X-rated Tinkerbell running around naked all day, every day. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel that's just to show, like, yeah, my bitch. Look what I can do to these bitches. These white, I got a white bitch like this. I don't know, but yeah, that's the feels. And it's just, you know, it's just a hot mess. He's feeling he had a friend in Jay. He should have stayed on the path where Jesus walks, and he knows Jesus walks. So why would you go trade Jesus and your mama to go over there and be there with Satan and hellfire and Jay. Why would you do that? Anyway, but it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal, right? The house, the money, the cars, the jewelry. You feel me? It is what it is. So, hey, free will. That's that thing about free will, right? And then, I just don't like the fact that he uses black when it's convenient for him. Because we're the ones that, don't get it twisted. He got the white people in there, but it started with us. It started with us because we the people give them these powers, and they get charged up off of our energy. You gotta remember, you have agents of chaos out here. You also have to remember that you have warlocks and witches out here, and they cast spells on these songs. And trust me, you sitting here and being a worshiper of them instead of the true and living Yahweh and his son Yahuwah, who shed his blood, who when he came on the scene, he said Jesus walks, his real name is Yahuwah. Yes, the one that gave his life, put his life down. He put his life down because he could pick his life back up. He put his life down and beat up Satan and came back up. Like, what up? I got the keys. 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 Yeah, he did that. Just to let you know. So it'd be like, I don't know. Now, next topic. Tell me how you feel about it. Leave it, drop something in the comment, because this is Italy with the butters, baby. And stay in the rough. There's all topics is going on with our skin folks, and may not even be your kin folks, but just to know what you're dealing with out here. Now back to this. How do y'all feel about the big U and what's his name, Brick Baby and Loose Cannon situation that's going on out here? Cause I feel, look, I'm old school. I come from old school. I know what it is, but at the same token, I feel there's rules and regulation with this. When you start killing kids and bullying women, the women and children is off the limits, and he know that. But sometimes you start getting money and you have this power. You tend to lose your mind. Everybody don't know how to handle power. Because the pride, the egotistical, the narcissism, the think you ruler Zamunda and don't know how to rule properly starts to come into play. So it's ugly. It gets ugly. And every dog has a day. That's what people are not learning. Every dog has their day. Them tables do turn. No matter how much you got, how far you are up, what you think. Cause them tables flip. They turn eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's gravity. That's how you're supposed to watch who you watch. Watch not to step on nobody when you're on your way up, because you don't know. Don't be the same people that you're seeing on your way down. That's what but this, this pride and this ego or something, especially with this these men mostly, predominantly, And, of course, I say, like, you can have pride in something. Pride in the fact that you accomplished something. Pride in the fact of how you able to take care, when it's all done righteously. And even I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Even when you was young and you moved as a child, and now you grown, you must put them childish things away and move as an adult. Once you learn better, you do better. You know what's right and wrong. Treat others like you want to be treated. You won't want nobody killing your son just off of somebody saying something. You wouldn't want nobody bullying your daughter or your mother. Like, come on. I'm tired of people having this fictitious of I could do it, but you can't. Who are you? You're not Alpha and Omega. He the only one I know that could do something, and nobody else can do nothing back. But piss him off and really make him rain down the sword of truth and cut your ass. That's the only person I know. The only one I know that can do such of these things. Like, y'all made men and men made slaves. It's a hot mess. Like, we all been tricked to something come out of it. Tell me how you feel about that in the comments. And we heard loose lips sink ships and brick baby is a fed and all that. So just tell me, it's certain. I want to hear different opinions. I love to hear different opinions. I love it when different vocal points come into view. Like, I never thought about it from that standing point. Okay, so I like it. Drop it down in the comment. Let me know. Moving on to the next topic. How do y'all feel about everything that is going on? Oh yeah. And to bring it back to Ye for a minute too. You know that he got them same allegations pinned against him, and he done paid people off. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple of these white girls, and he went up there. He was in China or something like that. He was doing things too. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it gets wicked. So not to say I'm discrediting him for the things that he's saying about his ex-witch. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just that, he's pinning. That's about like, why would you throw your daughter to the wolves on something like, did you read the room? But did he? Why would you, what would you do that to your black child? Because you're a black child. And you claim that, you don't want sex traffic. You knew what it was when you was in that family. You lifted them up. They couldn't get into certain areas. But you took your black ass on over there. You made sure that you got them Caucasian, them Romanian energy vampires, witches into these spaces. But anyway, back to what I was saying, like, all right, off that subject. Who else say something about some? Because it's just a lot out here, so how do y'all feel about Christine Rock? Do y'all think that she really praised the Lord? Do you think that this is all part of the circus into Blueface song? Do y'all think that she's just a hot mess? Y'all think that she been clout seeking? Tell me how you feel about her, because she's still like, she's young. She's a young lady becoming into adulthood. Yeah, I feel that she type off and she'll do anything for clout. She's one of them. She will. She's type off, and I feel that it's tragic, like her upbringing with her family and all of that. Before I took, and they all need I send out peace, love, and healing, because hurt people, and then it pass on. Somebody got to break that curse that's going on over there, and I feel like she should at least, like, you should at least took that time out, and you shouldn't been going that hard with the extra additives and preservatives and these extra activities that you had going on while you was carrying, Yeah, he's a gorgeous. He looked like her, like my children look like me. He looked like her. Yeah, at the same token, it's not, you come to the public, you want to tell the public your problems. The public is the one that supported you and kind of lifts you up to where you is. And now it's like, when somebody have a statement or real concern, or some people get sick and tired of being sick and tired because they was rooting for you so hard. And you catch an attitude. Like, how dare you? You supposed to look at it as constructive criticism. That's the problem with a lot of people in the world today. When you have these supporters of you, and the supporters are seeing regular patterns like, hold up, I know she can't be this, or I know he can't be this. So, because you're doing this and you're doing that, sometimes some people can be aloof in certain capacities and areas. So I could get that at a time. Yeah, some things, like, come on, you're not that, But tell me how you feel about it. Drop it down in the comment below. On to the next matter. It's like so much, and I've been over the wall. I was supposed to come make this video, and it's just a lot that's going on. I have my own things going on too. So I'm not perfect. This is not. I'm far from perfect. I was sort of Christian rockish in my day. It still can be. It depends on if you know what I'm saying. But that's only on a fighting note, and that's a level that deals with respect. It could be my man. It could be somebody I don't know. It could be friendly. It could be, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so I get that. I get that. Yeah, she gotta learn whether this parole, probation, whatever it is. It's gonna, it's helping her to learn some, and I believe she can do it. And she do need to get that baby some form of help, like some form of correction to help him get started on him walking and talking, because I believe in miracles. You feel me saying? One day she said, you don't know if and that's the truth. I don't see, that's the thing about it. I don't talk. I don't like to talk down on children. I don't care if I don't even like you. I feel like them children don't have nothing to do with you unless you really piss me off, and then they be like, you in them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not. You had to do something where it was coming and it was attacking mine too for me to really. So, but besides that, no, I don't like to do that, because I don't know. That's the way I was raised. You just don't do that. Yeah, she could start a correction state, and you don't know, because I heard the little boy talk when he was tickling her one day, and he was like, get her. It was Claire's day. Get her, or something like that. Like, get her for tickling me. He was cracking up. So I'm like, like, he do his little 1-2s. It's just that the progression of it could be more aggressive, where he could, he could catch up, or just be, to where his milestones are where he supposed to be as a regular baby at that age. Yeah, she did some foolish, she did some foolish on them. She didn't give a fuck because she was young. She wilding, like her backdrop, and then who she dealing with. You feel what I'm saying? Come on. At the same token, it's just all right. She was going hard. You should have had some wine. Should have had you a glass of wine and water. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and make sure it could have been some champagne wine or something, some light, not water, because wine can get you watching that. It's my specialty. Wine have you smack the Leoso out here, okay? So, but that hardcore, like, and you know, she just, so it's like, and you rushing it, and you have a, you know, please. When I was pregnant, I couldn't even, I had a drink. I was at a party. This was my first ever child. I've never had no abortion. So now my first son. I was at one of my baby father parties, at one of my child's father parties, and it was some dudes and they buying me drinks, all types of stuff, and I didn't look, you know, I had the banging bodies, and I'm sitting there like, I took that one. Matter of fact, I didn't even feel it like that, cause I wasn't drinking, but I kept on. I wasn't feeling it like, I don't want to drink. But mad people kept on coming. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you want to drink? I'm like, yeah. So my homegirls like, get the drinks and give it to us. So I would, you know, I don't buy me drinks, but I'm giving it to my homegirls or whatever. So that, mind you, but I went to go take a little sip of it, and it was like, it burned. When I say from the time it into my mouth to come down, I felt every piece of burning. I said, oh, hell no. So I don't get how, And then she would just be doing bottles and bottles, and it be hard, and then you trying to bum rush it, but you already burnt. Like, that's a lot. Like, you know, I know you the upbringing, you went through stuff. You know, I ain't condemning you. You figuring it out. You young. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get it. You doing your best to get it together. Yeah, come on. It's a time where you have to, you know. I get it. It be pressure. It do that, but at the same token, like, you got a beautiful young boy, you got a beautiful child that looks just like you. He didn't ask to be here, yet he's here. That was a gift. That's a gift that help you help kind of, you know, mature you. A gift to turn you into your womanhood. Yeah, at the same token, I know you love him. Put more love into him. To the fact where, you know, because who's to say that you ain't doing these things, but at the same token, I'm going to leave you with this advice. Don't just go check out one doctor. Go to like 4 different doctors. 3 different doctors at least. So if 2 doctors tell you 2 doctors tell you 2 things, you roll with that instead of what this one doctor said this one time. You see what I'm saying? So you went to 3 and 2 told you, but another doctor told you go there and do this. No, go with the 2, because the 2 is directing you. Good morning, my love.
Good morning. I see you there. I'm trying to explain to him I need to make a phone call. He said I can't do it, but everybody else can do it.
Yeah, they be letting people make phone calls.
What the other young man that he did?
They probably just him, because some nights they be having just one.
Yeah, because
Or just one over here, then one,
let me go in the office.
and maybe they let you, yeah. So it's just, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm just leaving it, saying this for love, because who to say that once you take that, you already know how y'all work, baby. Y'all weigh all day, every day. You take that one step. He might be like, bring it on in. That's all I was waiting for you to do. That's all I was waiting for you to do, boo. And show me you're serious about the loving. You're serious. I can show you what's on my mind. Nah, let me stop. Yeah, but I wanna, tell me how y'all feel about it. Comment down below, Don't forget to like that button, cause it's free. What happened? Dang, you hitting me with the free stuff out here. What's going on? But nah. Tell me what topics that y'all wanna get into and get further in depth into, because this is Italy with the butters, and I was only coming since it was like a little 15 minutes. I don't know how long this been going on right now, but I was just saying a couple of topics that come on my. It's plenty of other topics out there to hit and get started up on, because this is a whole lot. There's a whole lot going on. So like, subscribe, and come back and vibe with Italy with the butters, baby. So, speak to y'all later. Toodles.